Hi, everybody. It's Kelly Ryder, the founder of English Learner Portal. It's been a while since I did a video to reach out and talk with everyone. So I thought it was about time as we're coming toward the end of the school year for everyone. I hope it has been a school year where you can find a lot of successes and where you can find that you have faced challenges and found solutions. And there will always be more to find solutions for. But I hope you are ending your year with a feeling of accomplishment. Now, over the past few weeks, I've sent out a series of emails on just my reflections from being back in a school and back in a classroom this year. And what was really the biggest struggle for me between the scheduling challenges and curriculum challenges and the pull out versus co-teaching and aligning with content and all of these different factors that come into the reality of your ELD teacher was that it was very hard to get consistency. Consistency in meeting with students, consistency in following through with a focus of seeing a writing project from beginning to end, of just consistency. What I found in talking with teachers this year in places where I have been coaching and building relationships with teachers outside of my own teaching is that we are trying hard, working hard. But the places where we have focused our coaching are kind of on a repeat cycle where I'm having very similar conversations with teachers across schools, across districts, across states, right? We're all experiencing the same kind of things. And I noticed that I was making the same recommendations and giving the same kind of feedback over and over because we're facing a lot of the same situations. So while every school is unique, every classroom is unique, we have a lot of things in common. With that, I've been talking a lot through the emails about the power of coaching, of taking a step beyond strategies. We've shared strategies and we'll continue to share strategies, and we've all been strategy. When you combine strategy and tragedy, that tells you something. We've been strategied out for a while, right? Without a real clear understanding of when and where to use those strategies. And does that match the need that I have found? I wanted to take a moment to remind everyone about our signature program, the Functional Language Planning Expert Intensive. This is a program that I run with Dr. Ruslana Westerlin of Westerlin Consulting, formerly part of the WIDA Consortium and co-author of the WIDA Standards. We work together through this expert intensive to give teachers a new way, a different way, a twist on how to look at language instruction in your classrooms. Regardless of your teaching structure situation, how do I look at what's in front of me, the reality of what's in front of me day to day across different curriculum products, and find the language? Let's not teach language that isn't going to stick right now because they don't need it right now, right? That's not getting you a return on your investment. Through systemic functional linguistics and functional language planning, we work with you through a variety of tools that we've created to find the language they need right now, right? Analyze your content, analyze your curriculum, analyze your situation using the tools we're provided and the guidance that you're given within the group, collaboration with other teachers, and find the language for you to teach. From there, we already know we're much more targeted and specific at this point. And then we do go through tools and strategies and best practices to then take what you know needs to be taught and learned and used and apply those strategies in different situations and best practices of things that you can try. The topics that come up in every school, every classroom, just that basic getting students started in English, getting our newcomers started, getting them more engaged in the content learning at the same time as their language learning. We don't have time to wait for our newcomers to learn some English before they get into content, right? That just creates a larger gap. So, what are the best practices for doing this simultaneously and really diving in? Another topic is literacy, right? We have many students who come struggling with the literacy development or who are stuck there, who have plateaued in their development of language and literacy. And so we have that reader, beginning writer, and we also have the plateaued reader and plateaued writer that have different needs and different best practices that apply. We also are in a world where many, many places have gone to co-teaching in one form or another. So we talk about what the roles are and how to best use those human resources in the teaching situation, regardless of your model. Push in, pull out, pull aside, parallel teach, whatever your model is, we can have those conversations about what is the best use of the expertise of the adults in the room. We also, as part of this program, include one-on-one coaching sessions where we can get even more specific into your role and your content and your situation, your structures, and then collaborate with others who are in the same kinds of situations. I am including the uh, course information, the schedule, for the summer, we're trying to minimize the live sessions because we want to keep your freedom of the summer. And I also realize that you don't have students over the summer to practice with. So this is more um, for the summer series focused on getting the mindset, getting prepared, having time to really look at what you're teaching and do some of that pre-planning so that when you get back with the students, you can then focus on those best practices to implement what you've worked through. So it's a great time to have a nice, slow, even pace into this online asynchronous program and to learn from those who have been in your shoes and who have wasted a lot of time on things that didn't work. So over 30 years, I've wasted a lot of time on things that didn't work and have fine-tuned it down into things that will be worth your time in talking about with me. If you want to talk further about the program or if you'd like a sneak peek into what exactly are in the modules, feel free to email or click the book a call link and we can chat more. I hope to see you this summer in the Functional Language Planning Expert Intensive.